The FA, also known as the Football Association, which was formed in 1863. The FA is an English governing body for football. The FA's aim/responsibility is to oversee the professional and amateur game at all levels. However, the FA has no control over the Premier League, but it has control over the chairman. The Premier League is a separate entity that's set up. However, they do have control over the English Football League, which is Championship and below. The FA has four main focuses, which is the growth of football, the development of football for boys, the development of football for girls, and the development of football for people with disabilities. The FA spends £4 million a year, including an annual £2 million from the government on grassroots football. This includes coaching and facilities. The FA are in charge of making sure that all of the clubs and players are sticking to the rules and make sure that if they are broken, that appropriate action is applied. Because the FA is an English national governing body for football, they're in charge of grassroots to professional levels to elite level. They're responsible for setting all the rules and making sure that the rules are being applied. They're in charge of the growth and the development of football. Any change involved with football has to go through the in the UK, or in England, has to go through the FA. Okay, the FA are responsible. They get money sent down from UK Sport and DCMS, and they are then responsible for where they deploy that money and where that goes. Okay, so they are the controllers of the money within the UK for football, and they decide where that money is invested, whether it is in football pitches, whether it's grassroots levels, whether they want to put it into producing more elite footballers. Is their choice. One of the recent things they've done over the last few years, they built St George's Park. So St George's Park is the centre of excellence for England, and it's based just outside Staffordshire. And that centre has got multiple pitches, multiple facilities, and it's where all the England, regardless of the year groups or the age groups, it is where all the England teams will train and play and prepare for fixtures. That is meant to, the objective is meant to develop the teams through the age groups. So what we're meant to see is that more players kind of move through under 17s, under 18s, under 19s, and eventually do make the national squad that would represent England in a full World Cup. And that's currently one of their initiatives. Currently, the FA they've invested money in Wembley. They own Wembley, but they're in talks of possibly selling Wembley. And then, if they sold Wembley to an American businessman, then they would reinvest some of the money from the sale of Wembley into grassroots football, which people are hoping for because they believe that grassroots football is the way forward to develop English football.